Hi, everybody. I wanted to do something really fun, and it kind of sent me down kind of like a rabbit hole a bit, but I mentioned multiple times how much I really like Henry Cavill and how much I think he's just such a cool dude. I selected 3 videos, a couple of them pretty short, of just him just maybe they're all just like a genuine person. And I just think we much need something like this. You know, probably should do one from like maybe Michael B. Jordan or something like that. Just like, just authentic actors who isn't on some kind of soapbox or anything like that. They're just genuine people. Just real good people. That just live, they do the little, because he's right now filming Highlander right now, which I'm much looking forward to, but he is also working on the Warhammer series. This dude is just like, he likes painting miniatures and grilling and playing Warhammer and Witcher. This dude is awesome. So I picked out 3. I think I want to see if there's like a video of him grilling his steak. And no, that's not a euphemism. But before I continue, please do me a huge favor and leave a comment below. Let me know what is the best thing you like about Henry Cavill. No wrong answers, of course. And like this video, leave a comment below. Follow me on my Twitch and YouTube channel as I stream games, review content, and react to videos. And this one, I just need to I just something I just wanted to do because this dude is so cool. It's like really cool, man. And honestly, like it took me a minute to warm up to him as Superman, but it's just like as things went on. I think it was until until the Snyderverse. It was a little bit before that where. No, it was around that Mr. Possible movie where I started to, not because of like his performance, but just like things outside of filming that is where like I started to notice like he's not like any other actor. He's just one of those genuine people that when you hear him speak and you just talk about like things that he personally like, it's like a maybe because we kind of sort of shared similar interests in at least along the same veins, where like guys talk. Like he's a guy's guy. Like one of those people that you can just sit down and actually have like a genuine conversation with, that isn't fake or he's not like a poser or anything like that. I want to get into the video. I just gotta say my piece. I'll probably say a little bit more, but I just gotta.
Geekiest thing would have to be.
I'm making sure like what thing is up, yeah, because you never know. This dude is awesome. I really like this guy. And a couple of these videos are old, but I just thought, they capture what I want to, show.
Warhammer stuff.
We're talking Games Workshop, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah. It's that took me a while to kind of confess to openly and publicly.
Dare I say it? I know exactly what you mean. A collection of white undercoat spray paint that just lurks in the back of the cupboard.
Yeah, I was like, what's this? For graffiti?
Underarm deodorant? You know it is.
Yeah.
Sometimes I paint Cal. Certainly not Warhammer. No. No, that's a great answer. It's hard to top it, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I've been there. I think we all been there. That it took, when you like in grade school, if it wasn't deemed cool, like Dragon Ball Z, like it's cool. Anything that's not that is deemed lame. I think a lot of us kind of like experienced that. I was too afraid to even bring my Yu-Gi-Oh cards to school or even mention that I like Yu-Gi-Oh while I was in grade school. I only knew like maybe 1 or 2 other people in middle school that actually, shared a similar interest. But we were all like had that, because it wasn't like the cool thing. Getting into nerdy stuff wasn't the cool thing yet. So you can tell who the real nerds are because we had that similar past.
That's the stuff I've done in, as far as hobby stuff, the stuff which my escapism is concerned. All the reading I do outside of work is normally based around that or fantasy authors. So yeah, and I've been involved in the Warhammer world for
40,000 years.
40,000 years. No, well, longer, depending how you look at it. But since I was probably 10.
Nice.
Yeah, so a long time.
Yeah, smell of paint in the kitchen. Tell me though.
Literally brings back sense memories.
Totally agree with you.
Now we're on Netflix Geeked, so let's talk about what you guys personally geek out about. Henry, let's start with you.
Specifically, which universe or just?
I mean, just anything.
Oh my goodness, here we go.
How long have you got?
You've got so many and I've got none.
Yeah, I was like, how
can you
much
just
time
give
do we
us some?
have?
Listen, I'll sit here all day listening.
Ruling out The Witcher.
Yeah, no, The Witcher. Okay.
I mean, the easy answer is Warhammer 40,000. That is my jam. I have been into it.
Watch these girls goon over this dude. It's like, hey, like I get it, cause like the way they look at him is how I look at somebody like Hilary Duff. It's almost in like the reversal. It's like, cause if I sit next to Hilary Duff, I'm just like, cause I'm just like she could just say whatever, and I was like, yeah, I'm just sitting there grinning ear to ear like the Joker, because like I get it. It's not just with Hilary Duff. Her name just the first thing off the top of my head. It'd probably be the same thing with like Kat Dennings or something like that. It's like I just, she's just so doggone fine, and like it's like I just listen to Kat Dennings. It's like do whatever. Like wow, okay. She's just so, because I had a major crush on her ever since I saw her in was a Halloween movie on Disney Channel. What was it? With the ghost Scream Team. That was the first time I saw Kat Dennings in anything. Even back then, I had like a massive crush on her. It's like, it's one of those things like I knew that's the one I want to marry. That's the girl I want to marry. I knew even back then, like, yeah, that's her.
Since I was 10.
What's your army at the moment?
Custodes.
Yeah. I'm going Necrons next year.
Wait. Oh.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Were you into?
Yes.
Were you into this before, or is this a new thing?
Let's just assume that anything nerdy I've been doing for a good 30
Oh wow,
years.
we could talk for hours.
Yeah. No, so yeah, that's my.
I heard of Warhammer. It was never like had any kind of reason to get into it. I might start getting into it when his TV series starts, because he's still working on it right now. He works like hours on end. He's so into it, he's so invested, and he want to make sure it's as accurate as possible. Unlike The Witcher, where he also has a passion in that world, and he liked the books, and he played all the games and all the other stuff he talked about, and obviously he was legitimately upset how they keep veering off the source material getting into season 2, so he just had to dip off. Totally respect it, totally understand, because like you got on for a particular reason, because you share that passion and you got picked for the role, and you're the main lead, and you would think you'll have some level of say-so in this kind of matter, especially if they supposedly at the start of it want to stick to the source material, but then want to go off to off the beaten path for no other reason. So I might start trying to look up how stuff behind Warhammer, because it's been around for a very, very long time. So I'm just kind of curious now. Especially, I want to kind of prep myself for this series, because there's going to be a lot of stuff that I probably won't be privy to in terms of Easter eggs and what have you.
Jam, and that's the stuff.
I wonder, I gotta look up and see what's the good which Warhammer game should I kind of start off with in order to, maybe there's a collector's edition somewhere, and I can try to get invested in it.
I do in my free time.
That's amazing. Amazing. I'd love to see your armies. Do you paint them yourself?
I do, yes.
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Is it?
That is really. It's
Is
cool
it?
when yeah, it is cool.
Cool in
I
a
like
certain
painting.
world,
I
yeah.
like painting. There you go. So
It
I
is.
think I'd really
so
enjoy
therapeutic.
that.
I think you'd be surprised. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
actually
think I really would.
There are a lot of characters from the Warhammerverse, the universe that I want to be, but I can only really be one. Because once I'm one, then I can't be others. If it were to ever happen, if there were to be anything live action, I would have to be very aware of that. It is obviously character rich, especially the 40k universe. I suppose I could play a different character from the Warhammer Fantasy universe versus the 40k universe, but again, I'm now just dreaming. So I'd have to speak to the guys at Games Workshop and see what happens.
5 years, you'd make a very good Greg Horizon, is what I think.
That would be exciting, yes, but then I burn Primarchs and the Captain General, so I don't really know.
When I do, I get very involved. I really get stuck into it, especially when it's a good game that comes along, like Witcher 3 or the Total War series. Love
What
those.
are you playing right now?
It depends. It depends where I am, because I'm traveling right now, so online games are pretty much out of the question. Total War, Warhammer 2, that's the one which I'm on now, because that's always a good jump-in game. I can always jump in, play for a bit, play for a few hours, pass the time, jump out again. And then I can come back and nothing's changed. There's something I've been dying to say. Sorry, this is completely, every day on this set, I was grinding my teeth because there was no one who would know the reference that I'm about to give you. And I mean, even if you don't get it, there's some cameras here and there are people at home who will get it.
Okay.
Do you know Warhammer at all? Warhammer 40,000, that kind of stuff? That
I'm
world?
not the greatest expert.
Okay,
so,
that's
yeah.
fine. That's fine. There's people at home who are just gone, oh yeah.
Yeah, they're leaning in now. Go for it.
That chandelier looks like a Blackstone fortress. And I know that no one on set would have got that. And so I have been biting my tongue about that, so I don't sound like too much of a crazy
You're in the
person.
right place at WitcherCon to say that. You found your people, my friend.
Yeah, and I mean, the set design from Andrew Laws is amazing.
I love it.
And I don't know if that was his inspiration, but that thing looks like a Blackstone fortress.
I love it.
One of your hobbies, and he's got a lot of them, ladies and gentlemen. One of your hobbies is you paint.
Makes me sound weird.
Well, you do have more hobbies than the average man, I'd say. But you paint. Is it World of Warcraft?
Warhammer.
Warhammer. I'm a fool.
It's Warhammer, Greg.
Okay, Warhammer. So what? So you paint by hand?
Yes, yeah.
Does everyone do that, or can you buy them already
No,
painted?
you have to paint them, but it's just how much effort you put into it.
And you put a lot of effort.
There's the painting, modelling side of the hobby, and then there's the gaming side of the hobby.
Okay. And when you paint them, what do you do with them then, Henry?
Then you put them together in little armies, and you fight against someone else's army. It is fun.
Oh,
I mean,
very
it sounds
fun.
ridiculous, but it is
Yeah,
fun.
no, toys, very good fun. Do you invite people over?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Can I come over and paint? You can.
Absolutely. It sounds amazing.
Can I go over to? Oh my god! Yeah, man, this dude's a freaking. Golly, man, I like this guy. I was like, am I the only one that likes this guy? Let me see. I'd say it's supposed to be 3, but I gotta check and see, cause he has to. He has to, also be a video of him grilling a steak. Yeah. Well, not a full video, but kind of like a. Wait a minute. No, it's only 32 seconds. Kind of. Come on. Lame. Whatever. Guys, God, he's so cool. This is on his birthday, I guess.
Henry Cavill isn't just a steak lover. Or the brother Henry Cavill isn't just a steak lover, he's a skilled home cook. He regularly shares perfectly cooked steaks and briskets on Instagram, proudly showing his passion for high-quality, home-cooked meals.
That's one of the reasons why I wanted to like put
Henry Cavill isn't just a steak.
This video too, but the whole grilling thing, 'cause I thought it was like so freaking dope. 1 second here. Let me get prepared.
Bet365 is paying.
Yeah, get through these ads. But, so far, man, it's one of those. He's right up there with Keanu Reeves for me. In terms of
love the games.
In terms of like a great individual that must be protected at all times.
The games are, especially Witcher 3,
in my personal opinion, Henry Cavill, Sydney Sweeney, Michael B. Jordan, Keanu Reeves, just off the top of my head, of people that's like genuine people that need to be protected at all times, because they actually just are regular people that they actually have like their own, how do I put it, like they of course they have their own lives to live, but it's just like we see something like him like talking about games and miniatures, or Michael B. Jordan, who talks about like anime a lot, he's like so deep into that. I think Sydney Sweeney is into like cars. I think she actually worked on like cars before, if I'm remembering correctly. I gotta look into that again, but it's just like those kind of things humanize. I think that's the proper way to put it. It humanizes them. They all this like showy, like go on these like press tours to do on these little soapbox and talking about saving the whales or whatever cause that is like they can like support whatever cause they want, obviously, but it's just like they don't bring it to certain spaces that doesn't really. It kind of makes you cringe because they know themselves well enough to know like, look, yeah, I like Warhammer 40K, and when I'm not traveling, I'm home painting my miniatures, I'm grilling. It's just he's just being him.
Super immersive, and I don't know if anyone here is a gamer or anything, if everyone's played the games, but it's super immersive, and when I was playing it, I always thought it'd make a great movie or TV show. And
no kidding.
Yeah. And then
I felt the same way at a long time ago about Overwatch. I always thought that would make a great TV show. But it was around time of the original Overwatch as it was transitioning into Overwatch 2 before they started adding a bunch of, woke nonsense into every little thing, because Blizzard was like a crazy, on some kind of crazy tear, allowing certain, activism bull crap just injecting in all without any rhyme or reason into that stuff that kind of takes away the passion and the originality of the game. But for a time, and same thing with Destiny too, now I'm thinking about it, but for a time I thought Overwatch and Destiny would have made great animated television shows, because there's so many characters, so many like lores, and the massive world building, and so much you can do with that material. But at this stage in the game, probably not a good idea. Maybe more so with Destiny, less so with Overwatch as it currently stands, in my personal opinion.
And I do that a lot with a lot of games and books. And then I heard that Netflix were making it, and I had my agents on the phone every day, literally every day. I would call them and say, anything yet? Call them again. And we got through eventually, and they said, look, we haven't got a script yet. We've barely got a showrunner, so we can't give you an answer.
But you front-loaded your interest, and
yes.
that's got to help
They knew that I wanted it, for sure.
So I know I might be offending people out there when I say that when I think of gamers, I think of a guy in his sweats, some chips, Fritos just sitting around,
All things I like: sweats, chips, Fritos.
Okay,
yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, not all the time.
Okay, no, I understand. Clearly not.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's how. Give me the gaming. I guess.
Like you want to know what I look like when I'm gaming?
No. What's your gaming man cave look like, essentially?
My gaming. I mean, I live in.
I've never asked it. Just so you understand, I've
glad
never
you got
asked another
that
human
out.
being, what do you look like while you're gaming? I've never done that. I wouldn't. But I'm glad I eventually got to what I wanted to
Maybe
ask.
one of these days I'll send you a photo.
Would you?
Yeah. Please send gaming.
Just FaceTime me, Henry. That's all I'm asking. Just doesn't matter if you're gaming or
Yeah,
not.
I'll live stream you.
But
It's good.
what does it look like? I mean, where are you? When you're
I
doing this?
don't have a man cave. I've
Come on.
I've got a small Muse house in London. What a Muse is, it's like an old stables.
Okay.
And they've been converted into houses over the years.
Okay.
And it's not huge. So my computer desk is in my very small living room.
Right.
And it's just at the end there.
So that's it. Just it.
Nothing.
So
Nothing
special. Nothing special. It's just a converted barn, right? A converted.
It's not even a converted barn.
It's
no,
not.
the stables themselves are all separate houses.
Yeah.
So it's one set of stables.
Yeah. See, this doesn't sound like any gaming experience I've ever
No,
heard.
and it doesn't
before.
look like a stables either. It's not like
Right.
sawdust and horses and stuff. Maybe painting the wrong kind of picture. Although
It's
if
well
you
put
want
together.
to believe that.
Why not? Just get the hair out of the way. I can't see my controller. So, what else do you game? What else do you play? Anything else?
I play PC games.
Okay.
Rather than console games.
Okay.
But Total War is a big one for me.
Okay.
It's like a strategic world conquest type thing. You know,
Okay.
as one does.
So, are you out there like where somebody's just gaming against you? They have no idea that they possibly are in a virtual world with Henry Cavill. Is
World
that
of
possible?
Warcraft? Yeah. Yeah, but that's the only online game I play for now.
Okay.
That and Overwatch. But yeah.
I mean, those are pretty very popular.
Yeah, those are big ones.
What do you watch some of the professional gaming? Do you ever sit around and do that sort of thing?
I barely have time to play myself these days.
I bet.
And so if I'm watching pro gamers, I'm not
I don't
wasting gaming
I
time.
have a buddy of mine who owns one of these teams. Okay. Okay. Not just
they're a big deal.
They're huge.
Yeah.
I mean, they're beginning to give out scholarship, like actual academic scholarships.
Absolutely.
At big university, but I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. I mean, it's just, and my friend is like, "Oh, we're close to winning," and I'm like, "Okay, I have no earthly idea." But can you? I know you can follow that sort of stuff, though. Huh?
Depends on the game.
Okay,
but yeah.
For more of the Rich Eisen.
Oh my God, this dude was really fun. Oh God, what else gonna? I got one more before we end the video, and it's the biggest one. No Diddy, no phrasing. Is watching him build his PC, his gaming PC, and this part of it really clinches it for me and a lot of people. It's like, oh, this dude is not a poser whatsoever, because he's so like into this, like the gaming space. Like he said, like just primarily PC. He builds his own like customized, like I don't know if it's like considered customized, like he's bought in pieces and I guess it's customized, and build his own stuff. But let's check this out, because this is dope as hell. my PC that I have right now that I got, I think it was like 2018, 2019, something like that. So it's fairly old, but still really good. It's like I maintain it, and if I wanted to, I can set up some kind of PC type of gaming thing if I wanted to. I've just never been like a PC player guy. Like always been the console guy personally. I think the only time last time I remember, so a couple times I do distinctly remember actually playing PC. I think the first one was The Sims, and I was like really, really young, and I was playing with my cousin. She is really into The Sims. That and Harry Potter is like her two biggest nerdy things she's super into. And then when I got a little bit older, I tried getting into World of Warcraft, and I couldn't stick to it. I think by that point, it got to the point of being so popular, you just can't just throw yourself into it. I mean, you could, but it just didn't capture me. I respect it, but it just wasn't me. I think that's the only couple of times I remember of actually playing, a strictly PC game. Superman right now. It's just like Superman building his PC. That's all I'm seeing in my mind. Like he's literally like been at this like literally like I'm pretty sure he took breaks and stuff, but he obviously edited, but clearly he's like really been at it. He probably took his breaks and like got something to eat and stuff, but like wow. It's like he's like super into this kind of stuff where it's like, yeah. I think all nerds have been in this position. Maybe not this particular thing. Some of you might, have built their own PCs so you can definitely understand. But, I'm kind of like this when I get new Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon card packs and I want to like, build up my, or Naruto cards, get like new binders and those plastic sleeves, and like I'm meticulous with like making sure I put them in a particular order and like get them all like in like a neat little booklet kind of thing, or if I like I assemble my console or whatever the case may be. We all had this. It's the same zone you're in, we're into like this like kind of the nerdy stuff. Or if you're organizing your comic books, or your if you have the hard copies of your video games and you're organizing them, or something, it's like it's your safe space, if you want to coin the word for that particular meaning. But it's just like everything else out in the world is like not. It's like non-existent. You do not like you shuff the world. And you're just in your own headspace. This is Zen. This this is akin to of women going to the spa. This is the guy version of a spa. This is the guy version of therapy. Working with our hands, building stuff, or handcrafting stuff, or playing a video game, or working on cars, or building your organizing your trading cards or comic books or something like that. That is our therapy. Not like the talky venti type of stuff that women is more drawn to in order to feel better. This is like a perfect example of what therapists out there are who out there in the world who wants to help men with their mental issues, give them something to work on. We, more often than not feel better when we're actually using our hands, being active. It definitely like drains away any negativity within our spirit. I get so like concerned when I have to peel off like a piece of plastic, like a film off of like a thing like something like this. That is like I'm like, are you sure this like ain't gonna bother them? Like I'm gonna peel this off. I always get a bit of an anxiety. It's like should I peel this off? Does it belong or shouldn't? It's kind of like that thing. But I just have to. It just brings in that kind of memory for me. It's going to show that he has some, I don't want to say social media skills, but it definitely knows how to, he knows his tech. If you know the show, you know the show. But I feel like Mordecai and Rigby, like, it's just like, God, now I have to do this because I can't just leave it like that because it will just annoy the crap out of me if I don't. Since he was a kid, so I guess his body is acclimated to being very steady when handling delicate stuff. Oh my God, that's beauty right there. Let me just think. Don't know if I can find. Cause he went to like what was it like? No, not Norway. Something. Visit Warhammer headquarters. It's supposed to be 3 videos initially, but I don't know. I'm getting down like a rabbit hole now. Just a Henry Cavill rabbit hole. It's not I wasn't at the Harry Potter story in Chicago. I'm just like in my element. It's just like I probably feel the same way if I'm like if I go to Konami headquarters and I'm surrounded by Yu-Gi-Oh stuff and all the other stuff from Konami that I'm familiar with. I'm just in like hog heaven. Tips about Warhammer, I'm going to Henry Cavill. I was like, what I need to get, what game should I start in to get into this stuff, and like tell me all about the classes, just dump the information on me, okay? Just like because you have my undivided attention for whatever how many hours you have. I don't care. Seeing Henry Cavill pop
This is a Night Goblin that I purchased for 10 cents. And this is Henry Cavill's Dream Army. So, how did I trade this for this? Now, listen. Over the past 6 months, I've been on a massive journey to turn this tiny goblin into the tallest Warhammer miniature available for purchase. The $2,000 Warlord Titan. The plan had been to trade my way up from this tiny miniature step by step until we reach the glorious miniature. And then spend ages to make a video series to paint it up in an amazing paint scheme. But all of this is not for ourselves. Because honestly, since I started this channel, I've been so blessed to be able to make a living together with my friends, making videos for this YouTube channel every week. So once we finally have this huge miniature, we've painted it up, we want to auction it away and give all of the proceeds to charity. We're already in talks with Nova Open Charity Foundation to make a raffle, and all of the proceeds are going to go to those people who need it the most. And so 6 months ago, I traded the tiny goblin for a Skitarii Ranger. And just like that, the trading wheel was in motion. Just like a rolling snowball, the trades just got bigger and bigger the further we got. We moved on to an Elder Farseer, to a 2nd edition Tyrannid Warrior.
Oh my god. I don't know if how many of you guys have watched my review video of this Christmas movie last December. I forgot what it was called. Well, it was one of the newest Hallmark Christmas movies where this woman wanted to help her sister, find a house. So she do this kind of game where she trades certain things for bigger items until trade gets to a point where she can actually trade the previous item for a possible home for her sister and her niece. That's what that reminds me of.
Which in its turn turned into a Demon Prince, who in its turn magically got traded for a Screamer Killer in metal. Already at the first video, bringing our total value up to about $80. So came our second video, and we got offered something pretty awesome, a great unclean one, that I traded for a Tau army, that then magically became Archeon, Nagash, and a Mega Gargant. And this is truly where things went nuts. The Mega Gargant was traded for a Death Guard army. Archeon turned into 3 freaking knights, who in their turn turned into a Warhound Titan, the smallest one of all of the epic Titans. And Nagash turned into Teclis and Light of Eltarion, who quickly turned into an Idnith Deepkin army, who even quicker than turned into probably the prettiest looking.
I probably feel like how most people feel if I start showing off Yu-Gi-Oh stuff or Pokemon stuff that have not, they probably heard of it but never actually deep dive into it. They'll be, they'll probably feel overwhelmed by all this stuff where it would have been second nature for me. So that's how I'm feeling right now. It's like, I like the looks of all these characters. I just kind of wish I was like in the know.
knights I've ever seen. An entire army of them. But this is where troubles began. Because reaching our third video, trades started dropping in at a high speed, and a lot of them were really good. The problem was that at least 5-6 of them just fell through. When the trades lined up of Drukhari, which I gotta say the interest, it's a big one. So now that you've asked yourself, why did I trade this army for the Drukhari army, which was actually quite a lot bigger? Well, here's the thing. We were offered a Warbringer Titan, but the dude who had the Warbringer Titan wanted a painted army for his son, and his son's dream army was Necrons. So we double-checked with the Warbringer Titan owner. This army of Necrons were definitely well painted enough, bar one thing. He wanted me to paint one figure. So I'm gonna paint a Catan Shard of the Void. Let's do it.
It kind of feel like it's taking forever.
I traded my way from a tiny knight goblin, step by step, through a couple of smaller miniatures, to a couple of bigger miniatures, to entire armies. Knights for what we all know is Henry Cavill's dream army, as this person pretty much have become synonymous with Adeptus
Custodes.
And it's not a small one, it's like freaking $2,000 worth of Henry Cavill's dream army. And the end goal is simple, to get from that Knight Goblin all the way to Warlord Titan. Build a massive diorama or paint that up, make an epic video series and then auction that off and give all of the proceeds to charity. So let's start with the big plan. This is the Warbringer Titan, let's just put that aside for now. And instead, focus on painting the Adeptus Custodes army this week. Because I'm thinking, if you have a pretty freaking awesomely painted Adeptus Custodes army, who wouldn't want to trade a Warlord Titan for that? And Mr. Cavill, if you're out there, you know that the offer still stands. If you want an Adeptus Custodes army, this one will be pretty awesome for you. So Lucas, what do you want to do?
So I'm gonna start painting all the power weapons and cover them with a really cool blue non-metallic metal icy sheen thingy-wingy.
It's so methodical. I don't know if I'll get, that deep in terms, in terms of the miniatures, because I appreciate art, but
So the minis are starting to look really good once they have like the black, the metal, and the red on them. I really like it, but I'm hyped about painting some faces. So while Lucas is doing the swords, I'm gonna do some face highlighting because I think I deserve doing some highlighting now. Our time schedule of painting the whole army in 2 days, though, I think we can forget about that. I mean, just look at the ships over there.
Forget about all the minis that's over in the kitchen.
What are you hiding all the minis in the kitchen, Lucas? There's a lot left to do.
See if Henry Cavill will come up with a guest star kind of thing, but I'm not even seeing him, so it's kind of like. Yeah. Try to make this like a.
You painted this?
I did.
How many of them?
Depends.
How many did you paint?
Well.
Like more than one?
It's within the confines of the hobby, we call it our grey pile of shame.
You grey pile of shame?
Yeah, because they start off grey, and I have a very large grey pile of shame.
You painted this?
I did.
Yeah, I think because he went abroad somewhere and he was like actually like painting miniatures in like a lab coat or something like that. That's what I was trying to find. Because unless it was just like a still image. What's a lab? Oh well, it's fine. I think we pretty much got the gist of it. But man, golly, man, this dude is awesome. I wanted to see if I can probably do at least a couple more of these types of videos. Because now I'm thinking about it, maybe I should do one for Sydney Sweeney, because I'm pretty sure she has like her own little hobbies and everything like that she's into. Maybe if you can leave a comment, let me know if you want to see like more stuff like these. It'd be kind of cool just to see, like, you know, certain celebrities being human. You know, it's like, like, showing their geeky side, quote unquote. But anyway, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think, because like what you think of Henry Cavill? Like, are you into Warhammer? I was like, I did one for The Witcher already. I don't want to drag this video out longer than necessary, but like, what's your favorite thing about Henry Cavill? Like, things that you learned about him, all that stuff. Like, I'm curious to know. Because honestly, that just him just dropping like Warhammer knowledge, I just for some reason just get invested, even though I never played Warhammer before. I've heard of it, never got into it, but I'm curious to know what you guys think. I will see you guys in a little bit for another reaction video. So take care, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.